Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. It's the Chicago Bulls taking on the Seattle Supersonics. And it's Chicago to start out. Now let's take a look at the Bulls opening lineup. Dennis Rodman is out there with Longley. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Pippen. And it's Harper in at the point guard position. Now here's Rodman. Dishes it to Harper. 5 to shoot.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Outside Pippen, lets it go from the wing. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way. Payton outside. To the inside. Johnson got a piece of it, and he gets it back. And here is Harper. Kicks to Jordan. Passes it to Pippen. Back to Jordan. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
An effective score from the in-between area of the court. Jordan doing his thing.
Payton passes to Kemp. Back to Payton. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Rodman with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Pippen kicks to Harper. Pass to Jordan. There's the triple. Rebound by the Sonics.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Back to Payton. Over Jordan. Oh, good from Payton.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's Pippen. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Fade away. Rodman's shot is off. It's Hawkins on the wing, guarded by Pippen, and it's Kemp slamming it down.
And, you know, this speaks volumes to Kemp's freakish athletic ability, Kevin. I mean, he's always looking to punch it off the alley-oop.
Now here's Pippen, pass to Rodman. Schrempf with the steal. Here's Payton. To the right side. Here's Kemp. Hangs. And Johnson finishes off inside.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sonics lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, guys, what do you think about what we've seen so far from the Supersonics?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Here's McMillan. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, Simpkins is out there with Tony Kukoc. Then it's Kerr, then there's Bill Wennington, and it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. Chicago trailing here. Here's Kerr. Rebound by Brukowski. McMillan against Kukoc. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Steve Kerr.
And, you know, some call him Sleepy Sam, others the Big Smooth. Perkins may never be a true superstar, but he contributes in almost every facet of the game.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Perkins. Bushler is checked in for Michael Jordan.
No. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
And so Perkins nails both of them.
Okay, so you go.
Bulls trail by 4.
Oh, no. No problem, just,
The pass to
no
Simpkins.
problem. I just, with my legs was, I was sick.
Here's Wennington.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And
Happy
no
weekend.
good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Pass to Burkowski. Pass to Wingate. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Askew. Bushler with the rebound. And here's the fast break. And again, Chicago. No good. Sonics leading by 4. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, feeds to Perkins. Sam Perkins converts.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Kukoc. Now the pass to Simpkins. And it's good, 2 points. Simpkins got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, and what you love about Kukoc is the versatility on offense and the terrific court vision.
Here's McMillan. There's 47 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Askew. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And out of bounds as the Sonics gain possession. Big group substitution here for Seattle. Kemp's checked in for Burkowski. Schrempf comes in for Wingate. Hawkins checked in for Askew. And it's Payton in for McMillan. The Bulls also changing it up. Luke Longley's checked in for Wennington. Rodman comes in for Simpkins. And Pippen subbed in for Bushler. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Now, here is Schrempf. To the paint, here's Kemp. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Kemp's got the lead up to 6 now for Seattle. From deep. No shot off that time. And so it's Seattle with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Taking a look at the Supersonics. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Well, they had a hard time scoring inside. In fact, their offense was run almost exclusively along the perimeter. A lot of jumpers. It's too predictable. You got to mix it up.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Seattle leading by 6. Gary Payton is out there with Hersey Hawkins. Then it's Schrempf. Then it's Kemp. And it's Johnson in at center. That's the lineup out there for the Sonics. High, arcing shot. It's deflected. Outside Harper. Here's Rodman. And then Rodman with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Bulls trail by 4. Here's Pippen. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Pippen, simply put, one of the best small forwards of all time. A defensive powerhouse and a fearless scorer.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. Sonics leading by 3. Payton up top. He's guarded by Harper. Kemp inside, working on Rodman. Fades away. Misses off the left eye.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Harper against Payton. Payton makes another fantastic move.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
Jordan against Schrempf. A floater. Johnson with the block. And he recovers it. That's good, and the Supersonic lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Michael Jordan. And here are the Supersonics now. Up top, Hawkins, guarded by Jordan. Hawkins passes to Payton. Longley grabs the miss. Longley's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Harper the pass to Pippen. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there.
For the Sonics, Matthews checked in for Johnson. And McMillan subbed in for Hawkins. Wennington, he's checked in for the Bulls. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third. Passes to McMillan. Payton looking it over. Releases. The Sonics again can't hit.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And the basket by Schrempf.
Really love watching Payton dish it out like that. He's a true floor general who does an outstanding job of getting his teammates the clean looks.
Inside, here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Chicago. They lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Dennis Rodman is out there with Kukoc. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Kerr. And it's Pippen in at the small forward. Kerr, the pass to Rodman. Pippen for 3. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Sonics taking it the other way.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Count that one. And the Sonics lead by 1.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Outside, Kukoc. It's Pippen on the wing. Clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Kukoc against Payton, always going up for the alley-oop here, and slam dunk by Kemp.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Jordan, and it's Jordan with the jam.
And Scottie Pippen, so good at surveying the floor. Like seeing him find the open man with those sweet dishes.
Now Payton. The free throw drops for Perkins.
And in a tight game like this, a technical can be a killer. And he made sure he took advantage of the opportunity there at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Sox. Johnson, he's checked in for Kemp. Schrempf comes in for Askew. And Hawkins subbed in for McMillan. Luke Longley's checked in for Chicago. Out to Schrempf. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Kukoc.
Schrempf can be lethal from outside. He's somebody you have to D up on, Kevin.
At the 102. He hits the first one, and that gives him the lead. Ron Harper, he's checked in for Chicago. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
Hawkins kicks to Perkins. Payton against Kukoc, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
So the first one dropped, and that will put them up by 2. The Bulls making a switch here. Pippins checked in. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Tremendous job at the line as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Outside Harper. Outside Jordan. Back to Harper. Here's Longley. Johnson with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Pass to Perkins. Some nice ball movement here by Seattle.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 5. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Player of the game, Gary Payton.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Ken's checked in for Seattle. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with the team. He told them we've got to make the most of every chance right now. This is a winnable game, but we've got to make plays. Guys, we'll see if they can come back.
Shooting 2.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
And as a free throw shooter, Rodman has his challenges. One of those guys who almost shoots a better percentage from the field.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Seattle, Percy Hawkins. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, what a scorer Percy Hawkins is. Very effective, a tremendous shooter and shot maker, and also takes a lot of pride in being solid defensively, too.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. 11 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here is Kerr to end the run. And Steve Kerr, true from outside.
Kerr, one of the best three-point marksmen in the NBA. His form, release, efficiency, perfect.
Time called here. The Sonics decide to talk it over. They lead by 4. 8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Changing it up here. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That puts them up by 5. Outside Jordan, three-pointer. The shot, no good. So we see the Sonics get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.